I got into radio after my first novel came out, and I was asked to do a radio documentary. And I did all the interviews and wrote a bunch of the script. It was edited without me. And I think the piece that came out is great. But one thing that bothered me a little bit was a lot of the Spanish voices were left out. What you lose in a voiceover sometimes is the nuance. You lose the energy in the accent. You lose the inventiveness in the actual word choice. You also lose the placement of silences and the humor. You know, a lot of times you'll miss the humor. You start to really appreciate the beauty of all those different ways of speaking. I didn't want those Spanish language voices to get cut.
Muchos me lo ven parecido a Capitán América porque tengo el escudo.
No fue un lugar malo para
el escudo fue...
Yo vi mi carro y le dije, hey Marcela, es mi carro.
Pero es cierto, es mucho más fácil tener éxito llamándose Eduardo.
¿Por qué te vienes?
En el consulado del Perú he venido a sacar el salvoconducto.
Formalidades y estructuras de high school, ¿me entendés? Que hay acá en Estados Unidos, que son muy americanas.
Me sorprendió cómo...
For me personally, it's about recovering and celebrating a language. Radio Ambulante tells Latin American stories in sound, and we try to bring the aesthetic of long-form narrative radio to the Spanish language, because frankly it didn't exist before. Here there's basically two tropes when we talk about Latinos. There's the helpless victim, and then there's the dangerous other. We're interested in stories that subvert those tropes. We do look for stories that are moving. We do look for stories that are surprising. We have this great moment in the first season where a reporter who works for us, Annie Murphy, she's a contributing editor, she's interviewing the ousted president, Manuel Zelaya, and he's describing what it was like to be overthrown, you know? The fact that he described it like he still couldn't believe that it happened, there's no way a voiceover could have captured the humor in his voice. And I think what I like hearing a lot of times is it's surprising even to the person who's telling it. You know, it's surprising even to the person who lived it. Those moments I really love.
Ellos abrieron la puerta, me bajé y cerraron otra vez la puerta. Y me quedé en medio de la pista, presidente de Honduras, electo democráticamente por el pueblo, en medio de la pista en ropa de cama en Costa Rica.
This is a great time to make radio, and it's a great time to make the kind of radio we're doing. Radio Ambulante simply couldn't exist without the technological moment that we're in right now. We can share large sound files from Buenos Aires to San Francisco. I can work on Google Docs on a script with a producer in Berlin and Bogota and Lima simultaneously. And, you know, as a storyteller, I want to have an audience. And radio is free, downloadable, shareable, in a way that's simply unimaginable for an immigrant of my parents' generation. We get emails all the time from people who've never heard anything like what we do, and it's, you know, just incredibly gratifying as a narrative artist to get that kind of feedback. It's affected me. I mean, I love what I do. I get, you know, that tingly feeling all the time. You know, we would kind of make these really sort of homemade radio programs for our family back home. So,
Maybe just wait for this. Whatever's going by. Sorry to interrupt your train of thought.
There's a funk, there's a spirit, there's an attitude. It's not your grandmother's public radio.
I'm fond of quoting that line that Pablo Picasso said, which was something like, "Art is a lie that allows us to access the truth."